Hello everyone. Tonight I am doing a video on challenge number 4, appearing or fading in an image onto a page after you click a button. Okay, so this one it's quite simple. However, I learned a few things studying about this. So just I didn't use the animation function of CSS. I used the transition function of CSS, and yeah, it's a few things that needed attention. Like I tried to lay out transitions individually, but actually they need to be eliminated by a comma. So yeah, a few things caused a few delays there with me completing this challenge. Okay, so I'll just show you what it looks like. Launching Chrome. So there's nothing there at first. Click on the button, and they come into view. So I've done 2 images, one of a circle and one of a dragon. Um, yeah, it's from a public domain image. Okay, so I'll just go back into the code here. So to start off, down in the HTML, okay, just simple HTML, got a body, heading. I've put the 2 divs in a table. I don't use tables very often, but I just did it just to have them. So I could have used another div, but that's fine. It's okay to use tables down then. I don't mind them anyway. So we've just got the table there, and then here for the div, yeah, we've got one div to enclose the circle. I'll call it circle div, and another div to encircle the dragon picture. We've called dragon div. Okay, and this image I've labeled of the circle, I've labeled blue ball, and given it a class hidden image. So that's the CSS will hide it at first. And the other image is dragon1, and that's also got the same class called hidden image. So if we go up the top here, hidden image in CSS, just in the styling there, we've got hidden image. To make it hidden, we have the opacity set as 0. That's all you really need to do for this, but I've also decided to transition the width as well, just to have more than one transition at once. And before I did a transition opacity, and then I wrote underneath the transition width. It doesn't actually work because it kind of overlaps itself or cancels itself out when you do another transition. So only the second one will work. So yeah, that's you do it like that. You could also do it other ways, but that's the way I chose. I was actually looking at transitions here, and there was one part. Oh, I can't see it now, but yeah, there's other ways of actually writing it out, but this is the simplest way I found. So if you want to transition the color as well, you could just put in background color. You could transition that as well. You could also put in ease if it's ease is the default. If you want linear, see how that looks. Hmm. I didn't actually notice the difference there, but there's a slight difference easing in there. I guess if you did it over a longer time frame, you can see it. Okay, so that is well, they're both linear, weren't they? Using the same starting transition, both the circle and the dragon. So yeah, you can tell a difference. I'll leave it as the default, which is ease in. You could also put ease in out and the others. All right, so circle after. So we've just changed the width from 200 pixels to 300 pixels, and the opacity. So normal opacity, the full opacity is 1. All right, we could have left it as 0.5 or like half opacity, but 1 is fine. Drag and after, also opacity 1, and width is larger. That's a larger picture. And this is the actual JavaScript. So we've called it view image. Down the bottom, when we've made a button, on click, view image. So the button calls this function, and the function view image goes like this. So basically, we get the variable, two variables. One's the blue ball image, so document.getElement by ID, blue ball, what we've named the ball, and image 2 is assigned to document.getElement by ID dragon1. So that's what we've given the ID of the picture dragon, of the dragon. So I've got the two pictures in variables, image 1, image and image 2. So image, and what we do is we add this whole new class of circle after and dragon after. We add these classes on top of the original class. So basically these classes will replace those parts of the original one. Okay, so image.classList add. So to this image, any image in the img, which is the circle, the blue circle, we're going to add all of the classes in circle after, all of the styling of circle after, and also the same thing for image 2. We're going to do all of the styling of dragon after in there. Okay, so that changes the opacity and the width. Okay, and that's about it. Let's run that again. Getting into view. Okay, and I did one other thing. I've added a border just for fun, and I've just put down the bottom here. So let's just move that up again. Sorry, that didn't work. So again, copy that up to the top. Just throw in a few styles up there for a border. So I've got down here in the HTML, I've given the divs on the outside names. I've got one circle div, class border1, and the other one ID dragon div, class border2. Okay, so I've got border1 and border. That one I've called border div2. Is that class? Let's double check. Class border. I think I don't think I've labeled that one correctly there. But well, I'll just fix that up in a second. So anyway, we'll put this JavaScript in. JavaScript can go at the bottom of this as well, which is another variable for the first div, and then the second div, circle div, and border div. Then we add a new class. Actually, just we're not separating like we did there. We're just making them both click border 2, the second border. Okay, let's just check if we've done this right. So I've got a div called circle div and border 2. Let's check that again. So I've got circle div, yes, and dragon div, it should be. Okay, what have I called border 2? Border 2, oh, that's the class. Okay, that's incorrect. That should be dragon div. not border 2. Okay, so that's the dragon div, and it's assigned the classes class 1, class 2 already. And let's just check these again. Border 1, border div 2, border div 2. Again, border 2. I'm just going to name that border 2. And they're the ones with transitions. Let's try this. Okay, they start off as orange. And okay, so what I did there with the dragon background, I actually changed it a bit. So you go into a paint program. Okay, we had, for example, this one here. Use the magic wand. Click it on the screen. It'll go like that. Click on delete, and then I'll also do it for these little bits in here. Difference. So that should be better than the current one anyway. Okay, so I'll save that over the top of Dragon 3. Much difference. And I'll just replace that. Okay, so you can see how the white spaces have mostly gone. Yeah, and that looks a bit better. Could do the same thing for the circle. That circle, paint.net. Open up the circle, the blue ball, and basically, yep, magic wand, delete the outside, and save that. Or I'll call it blue ball 2. So see what if a JPEG. Well, JPEGs don't seem to like opacity. So what I'll do is save it as PNG. Blue ball 2. Okay, there we go. That's the difference. So PNG you can save with an opaque background. Not so much for those JPEGs by the looks of that. All right, so here I'm relatively new at this. Well, I've been doing it for a while, but I'd still learn things every day. Well, every day that I try it. So save as, that's already saved, sorry. And go to the image again. Back to the code. Change the ball to 2.png. Ball 2.png. Save that. That. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. And you can experiment with that and have a bit of fun. Well, I enjoyed doing that. Hope you did too. And I could probably have done that little bit of a magic wand a bit better around the mouth, around the tongue there, and you get the idea. So if you liked it, like and subscribe, and enjoy your programming. See you now. See you for now.